Peace, family. Today we're going to be discussing the 2017 playoff bracket between the NBA. So right now we're going to go over the West, and this is what I'm thinking. So since we're going to start off with the first matchup, we got Golden State Warriors and the Portland Trail Blazers. My gut saying go with Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers and what they got over there, but here's the thing. Golden State Warriors is too stacked for just one or two players to beat them. They got Kevin Durant. They got Klay Thompson, who actually tries to play defense. He don't play it that good, but he actually plays it. You got Sean Livingston. You got Iguodala coming off the bench. You got Stephen Curry. You got the nigga with the bump on his head. You got him. He's actually good, a defender, but now I notice he's kind of slow on the offensive end. It's a big transition from him last year. He was actually moving pretty fast. Now he's moving pretty slow. But other than that, Golden State Warriors too stacked for the Portland Trail Blazers, so I'm giving them the edge on that in the first round. But when it go to Clippers and Utah, see now the small forward matchup in Utah they got a complete mismatch with Gordon Hayward and Paul Pierce, and they may even try to put Crawford on him. That if Rivers is healthy, they may bring him in and put him on the Hayward. And at the end of the day, they got a complete mismatch over there. But other than that, we should get them. It just comes down to the coaching. Like, if DeAndre Jordan is not making his free throws in playoff situations, you don't leave him on the floor on late game situations because it is the playoffs. You feel me? So you'll have to take him off the floor if they do the hack of Jordan thing. Blake Griffin's going to have to step up. Other than that, I really don't see how they're gonna beat Utah with what they got in there. Now let's scroll down a little bit. So let me write down what I got. So I got Clippers taking Utah, even though Utah got more skill over there. I'm still going with the Clippers because I've been riding with them. So now we're gonna go down to Houston and OKC. Now here's the thing. Here's the big matchup in the first round. To me, it's the only important matchup of the first round because this is going to decide who wins MVP. Now, if the Rockets win, it's on account of purely that because he got better players on his team. He has better defenders on his team. You feel me? Patrick Beverly, James Harden, you got Trevor Ariza over there, and you got a couple young dudes, I don't even know their names, and you got Eric Gordon coming off the bench. Now they're a pretty good team. They're set up, they're good. They can launch. Doug McDermott's not over there, I don't think so. But anyway, they're a pretty good team. He has outlets to pass it to. When it comes to OKC, I'm picking them to win mainly because Westbrook got something to prove. And if Westbrook can get past them, he go on and play Memphis. Now, if he can get past Memphis, there's no reason he can't get past the Golden State Warriors, and here's the reason why. Memphis plays defense. Memphis plays strong defense. They harden the paint with theirs. You feel me? So I'm giving him the edge over James Harden and a super stacked team, but let's just be honest. That's more or less fanhood of Russell Westbrook picking me over them Houston Rockets because we all know the Houston Rockets. It could be a 5-game series, you feel me? But it could be a sweep, and that's just being totally honest. So now we're gonna go on down to San Antonio and Memphis. I like San Antonio, but I'm going with Memphis. Why? Because they're a little bit younger. Their bigs, they actually still have their bigs. Versus the Spurs, they have Aldridge, but he don't got the runners and gunners giving them the ball anymore, feeding them the ball. Patty Mills, he's all right, but he can't accommodate for what Tony Parker was bringing to the team. Now that Tony Parker slowed down a little bit, Manu Ginobili slowed down a little bit, it makes it that much harder for the Spurs because Kawhi Leonard has to put the whole burden on his shoulders. You feel me? But Kawhi Leonard can easily beat the Memphis Grizzlies by himself. But I'm just thinking about the paint. You got Marc Gasol down there, and you got Zach Randolph down there. Both of them boys wants to get to the second round. They're both in closing on ending their career, so they want to get a championship. Even though their team is not stacked to get one, they have the personnel and they have the coaches to get one. So I'm going with Memphis. Now, when we go over to the East, let's see what we got on the East, family. Hold on. All right, family. So, first round, we got Boston and we got the Bulls. But we're not even going to go to that because I just noticed I didn't even complete the bracket on the West. So, when we got Golden State Warriors and we got the Clippers for the second round of the Western Conference Finals. With the Golden State Warriors and the Clippers, that's my boy Chris Paul. That's my boy Blake Griffin. But let's just keep it honest. We're outmatched with the We're outmatched with Golden State. So I'm going to have to give the edge to Stephen Curry and those guys because mainly they got the better bench. Only because they got the better bench. When Chris Paul sits down, when Jamal Crawford sits down, even when JJ Redick sit down, other teams start running up the check on us. And it's not because our players is not talented. Our players are not physically fit. Like, they're slow. And that's just what it is. So I'm going to have to give Golden State Warriors the edge on that so they can just go on ahead to the Western Conference Finals. I kind of wanted them to lose to the Portland Trail Blazers first round, but I really, just realistically speaking, I do not see that happening. So we're gonna X out the Clippers. They won't make it to the conference finals, even though I want to. I was thinking about this yesterday, and I told my brothers, you know what, Clippers is gonna take the West, but let's just keep it real. I've been saying this for the past 6-7 years, and they haven't took it yet. Golden State Warriors have a lot to prove. Stephen Curry has a lot to prove because everyone's saying the team is Kevin Durant's. So, you know, this is a lot to go up. And then Draymond, he wants to face off against LeBron again, but we all know, we see what LeBron do to him every single time. I would rather see LeBron James go up against a Kawhi Leonard because that's more of a competitive battle. With Draymond Green, you got all those players that's providing open lanes for you because everyone's focusing on them. All you have to do is literally cut to the basket or catch the ball and shoot it and score. So, you know, but back to the topic. So I got Golden State going to the finals, conference finals, and they're going to run into OKC. I want Memphis to take them out. I want OKC to beat Golden State, but they got swept this year. They didn't win one game. They had 4-game series this year in the regular season, and OKC couldn't get a game. But I'm still got OKC advancing to the conference finals on the western side. You know, and now who's gonna take that? That's up for grabs. I'm thinking OKC. I want to see OKC in the finals. Y'all, I know I'm gonna catch a lot of flack because it's you know, Enes Kanter, Russell Westbrook, Victor Oladipo, but at the same time, they're doing work over there. You feel me? So you can't deny that. So now we're gonna go on to the East. We got Boston Celtics and the Chicago Bulls first round. Boston Celtics is the number 1 pick. Chicago Bulls is the number 8 seed. Chicago Bulls can pull this upset off. They can pull this upset off. All Butler, Wade, and motherfucking what's his name? Rajon Rondo gotta do is stop. All they gotta do is stop arguing with each other. If them 3 niggas stop arguing with each other, they can pull that upset off. Because for one, when it comes to the Celtics, all you gotta do is not let Avery Bradley D you up. Not let Hoifer do all them turnaround jump shots and them turnaround hooks and them little easy dunks when he cut to the bang and he catch it coming through the back door or whatever. All you have to do is stop is a guard and a forward, and that's Isaiah Thomas and Hoifer. If you stop them 2, you're going to win. But the fact that they're not on the same page over there in Chicago, I would be kind of stupid to give them the win over the Boston Celtics. So first round, just based off the unity the Celtics got, the brotherhood and the chemistry, I gotta go with the Boston Celtics for the first round on the East. So I'm gonna put Celtics up here.
Game 7.
You know, and that's gonna be a 7-game series. But that's really up to the unity. Now, when it comes to the Washington Wizards and the Atlanta Hawks, I like John Wall. I like, what's the other nigga name? I forgot his name. I can never remember. I like Bradley Beal. I like John Wall. You know, that's a hell of a backcourt. But Atlanta Hawks with Schroeder, with Dwight Howard, yeah, you know, that paint is looking pretty nice down there in that paint. You know, and to be honest, I'm looking at Atlanta and Cleveland for the conference finals. I'm not even going to talk too much about this Washington and Atlanta one because it's kind of the bigs don't add up. Atlanta got more physical bigs down low, and when it comes down to it, That series is going to come down to who can score down low. If Washington can't get that ball in the paint, Washington will not win a game. Well, they'll win a game. Let me take that back. But that may be a 6-game series. May 6 or 7, but I'm still going to give the edge to the Atlanta Hawks because Dwight Howard still has shit to prove to people who say he can't play. He can play when he has the ball in the right position. You don't give this man the ball at the top of the key and then complain about him not making a jumper. Anyway, I'm taking Atlanta Hawks over the Washington Wizards. So I'm going to have Atlanta and Boston Celtics in the second round of the Eastern Conference for the playoffs. Now, when it comes to Toronto and Milwaukee, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not even going to watch that series. I'll probably watch the first game. I'm just going to go with Toronto based off, the Bucks. They're all right, but they're not like, it is what it is. It is what it is. Actually, Jason Kidd's over there. He's the coach, right? Jason Kidd's the coach?
Bucks gonna fuck around and win that shit.
I'm taking Milwaukee. That changed everything. And the reason why, because Jason Kidd knows how to move the ball. And once again, you have conflict of interest over there in the Toronto locker room. You got players placing the blame on each other in the Toronto locker room. You don't have that going on in Milwaukee. So, you see how opinions can be swayed very quickly. You don't run the judge shit. You feel me? You got to look at everything that's going on. Yeah, Toronto is a far better team, but they don't have the same chemistry. When you got players placing the blame on individuals or other individuals after the game, then you really don't know what's going on. You really don't have no team chemistry. So, and team chemistry is something that you're going to need in any type of tournament. It involves team play. So we're in the playoffs. This is the NBA. This is the NBA. This is a team sport. This is not baseball where you're out there and the pitcher throwing you the ball and it's up to you to hit it. This is up to all y'all to go out there and play. And when y'all placing the blame game, some of these people whose contracts coming up like, man, I don't even have to play 4 more games. This season's over with. So moving on, I'm gonna take Milwaukee against Toronto and for them in the first round. Now, when it comes to Cleveland and Pacers, I did not want this matchup to happen because Paul George is back. He's playing healthy. Lance Stevenson is back. He's playing tremendous. He's actually passing the ball now. I didn't want this matchup to happen because once again, the blame game, what they're doing in Cleveland. These people, they don't know if they want to fight for each other in one game and then they want to blame each other and fight each other the next game. So whatever Tristan Thompson and LeBron and Kyrie and Iman Shumpert and all them boys got going over there, hopefully they get it together. I'm going with the Cavs though. With that being said, I'm going with the Cavs. Cavs going to easily beat Milwaukee. I'm not even going to talk about that. So I'm going to just go ahead and advance the Cavs to the Eastern Conference Finals. And now we're going to Celtics in Atlanta. That's like that Tuesday night special, Celtics in Atlanta. That's a hard one. That's a hard one right there. They both got something to prove. I left your team. Dwight Howard, hey, I'm at your team. And I think we're doing a little bit better. So that's going to be a massive matchup. I just want to say, I want to see Dwight actually make it to the finals again. So I'm going to go with ATL over the Celtics. I'm going to have no choice but to go with ATL over the Celtics, And then we're going to have ATL and the Cavs for the Eastern Conference Finals. Look, if the brotherhood and the chemistry right with the Cavs, they're going to go all the way. And it's going to be Cavs OKC, or it may just be Cavs and Golden State. I really don't want to see Cavs and Golden State. I really don't. I want to see Cavs and OKC. That's like a far-fetched dream to even think of OKC beating Golden State. Even the fact that they got swept 4 games this season. The OKC didn't even come close to winning not one of those games against the Golden State Warriors. So if you look at my messed up little bracket right here, I got question marks over that game because I don't really know who's going to win it. But I'm going with OKC because I'm not going to switch up on Russell Westbrook. He had 42 triple-doubles. Let's not act like triple-doubles are easy to get. A double-double is not easy to get. So 10 points on a court with professional basketball players is not easy to get. 10 points on a court with basketball players who played in community college is not easy to get. So we're not going to just look past the fact that he got 42 of them and say, oh, it's hard. It's not that hard to do. No, this is not something that's easy to do. So that's the reason why I'm not going to switch up on Russell Westbrook. I'm picking him to beat Golden State. You know, that's just my opinion. I want him to beat Golden State, but we also must face the facts. We must look at the depths of the roster, and that bench over there at Golden State is real deep. They have a coach who's really engaged. When Shaq said something about JaVale McGee, the whole team got involved. You feel me? And keep this in mind, they were calling Shaq a bully for that, but 2 or 3 games later, they're taunting a team that they're beaten by 20 points. But Shaq's a bully for doing his job. It's not you guys' job to go out there and make fun of people and taunt them, because we all know JaVale McGee, you wouldn't be considered a winner if you was not on the Golden State Warriors. We can even say Draymond Green wouldn't, because look at what happened to Harrison Barnes. He went to Dallas Mavericks and didn't do nothing. You send Draymond Green to the Detroit Pistons, he's not going to do nothing. You feel me? And there's so many more players on that Golden State roster who's acting like superstars and trying to play like superstars because they're around superstars. Shaq wasn't wrong for saying that. You feel me? That Shaq and the Coon comment, that was funny. It was very funny. You know, that shit was funny. Shaq, he took it to offense. That's where that go. But at the same time, is he a bully? No, he's not a bully, because you guys was just beating a team by 20 points, and then you tried to run up a check and shoot a three-pointer, and you're known for getting a rebound and running down the other court. Hell, I'm going to just take it one step further and say you're even sorry on 2K. So, you come on now, who's the bully? Who's the bully here? It's the Golden State Warriors. They're the bullies. So, and that's the real reason why underdog fans and underdog teams don't like the Golden State Warriors. You feel me? That team got put together by Mark Jackson. Whatever he was doing in the front office got him fired. And then the next season they won with the same roster. You feel me? And then now here comes all this arrogance. Here comes all this arrogance. But at the same time, they only won one championship. They only won one championship, and they have not been really performing that well this season. But I'm gonna tell you this: Stephen Curry is on a mission. Those LeVar Ball, Lonzo Ball is better than Steph comments. He's made it that much harder for every NBA point guard that's coming into this playoff. Stephen Curry ain't having that shit. And I'm not no wave rider or none of that. I'm looking at a man who gets double team, triple team in the corner and don't even look down at the basketball. Don't even pick up the basketball. Don't call no timeout. The nigga put it between his legs, put it right between his back, cross over to the right, and head straight to the rack or shoot the three. And shit, I had planned on fucking ending this video before I switch my picks, but I'm gonna have to, man. I can't switch up on my boy Westbrook, man. But hey, man, as long as you get past Harden, you're gonna get the MVP, in my opinion. So I'm gonna have to just send Golden State Warriors to the finals, man. I wanted to send the Clippers to the finals, but here's the thing: when they go up against Utah, they're gonna be so worn out and tired if they even make it past Utah in that 7-game series. Running into Golden State is going to be hard. So, all you NBA heads, comment, like, subscribe, share this video. Tell me what you think. Place your picks now of who you think going to be in the finals. Don't watch this video 4-5 weeks from now and then, put who you think going to win. Just put your picks. And you don't even have to roll with your team. Just think off of logic. You feel me? I'm going with off of logic. I'm riding with LeBron James because, let's just keep it real, it's a mismatch. Their starting five is a mismatch with every other team in the East. Now, if the Cavs can come out hot in every single game, in every single series, they're not gonna lose a series. They're gonna end up in the finals. That's just thinking logically. And that's the same with the Golden State Warriors. They come out hot, they not losing because the whole second half other teams is playing catch up. So when they get their second win, they're still playing catch up. You can have all the adrenaline and work ethic and team spirit you want, but if you down about 20 points with 10 minutes left, you come on. And these people are still scoring. Because if you look at the modern day basketball, they don't take the stars off the floor when we're blowing you out. No, we want to stay ahead. They're going to keep them on the floor. That's what we've been watching with the past Golden State Warriors games. So comment on this video. Tell me who you think gonna get to the finals. I got Golden State Warriors versus the Cavs again, unfortunately, because I just had to think logically. Now, when I look at the depths of the Portland Trailblazers roster, I may have a different outcome on my next video. I'm gonna do my next video after today. You feel me? Because I'm just like y'all. I'm a fan. I'm watching this shit. You know? So, like, subscribe, comment, check me out, check yourself out, make yourself a bracket, or even make yourself a bracket. Just tell me who you got going, who you got taking the first round. We don't even have to go to the finals. Just comment your teams that you think going to take the first round of these series. So we got Golden State Warriors versus the Portland Trailblazers. Who you think going to take that series? We got Clippers versus the Jazz. Who you think going to take that series? We got Rockets versus OKC. Who's going to take that series? Memphis versus San Antonio. Who's going to take that series? You know, and the list goes on and on. So just comment, like, subscribe, and let me know what you think. Peace.